I want a girl who can sort a chest. I want a girl with shears that cut and swords that burn through zombie flesh. I want a girl who knows world generation, who crafts furrows and times her attack. She's modding her community. She's flying through the air. She's smelting out impurities and feeding her cat. I want a girl with a lectern and a full cauldron. I want a girl who logs in early. I want a girl who plays till late. I want a girl with unobstructed creativity who uses a tripwire to ruin your day. With shulker boxes organized and lustrous in a tone that will torch you like desert grass. Who crafts furrows and times her attack. She's smelting out impurities and feeding her cat. I want a girl with a lectern and a full cauldron. Whose shield is emblazoned. I want a girl with good enchantments. On some server we will meet incidentally. We'll start to talk as we shoot skeletons. She wants a spawn with biome convenience. She wants a spawn that's in good repair. She's changing her aim from wither to dragon. She's trading her archery for a trident that's self-repairing. I want a girl with a lectern and a full cauldron. From the mining mesa, the helping hermit stream, mocking in the rages of their chat proximity. They block their blocks down quickly toward their stated goal. And when y'all tune in, your laughter's uncontrolled. When the last flight brings more blocks and the fireworks go cold, HermitCraft will build together, not alone. So watch with us each Monday. Remember to follow, so the chat can see you there, so you never miss a show.
Howdy y'all, Joe Hills here, recording as I always do in Nashville, Tennessee, and today on the HermitCraft server, I'm not sure if we're actually going to have a proper Hermits helping Hermits, but I'm going to see who we can help. We can take down that setting up stream now sign as soon as I remember to get out of the rain and post the link for tips. This is a viewer-supported stream, and tips are welcome. via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat. Oh, good. We can use our fancy flying thing here. When the fancy flying swings us round the way, boy, we sure have a lot of work to do today. Evan Netta says, what's the name of that song? The song is called Far From Any Builds. That's going to be on album 3 when it comes out, which is still one of those I'll get to it when I get to it things. Oh boy, it is windy out. I don't know. Sorry if that was loud in the mic. I would like to keep the window open because it's super pretty out today here in Tennessee. It is 71 degrees out, but there is a wind advisory with 45-mile-an-hour gusts. So I'm hoping it's tenable to keep the window open. But if that ends up being a fool's belief, then we will reassess that. Looks like we accidentally... Okay, we've got a bunch of stuff we're going to do all over the place today. All over the place. Let's go ahead and put these 3 boxes up real quick. That's not up. In here. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we have some dark oak saplings here. We can put away the dark oak saplings. Okay. So, here we go. We have to grab rockets. Oh no, I've still got this head and the stream egg on. We need to put that away too before we lose it. My wallet is probably the safest place for now until we get like some sort of official hermit museum. Okay. So, we can probably put everything in here up. We don't need money at the moment. Redstone ready, cobblestone for Scar. We can run that over to Scars. We need to grab rockets. Sky, rockets in flight. Grabbing these all right. Okay. Put that back on. Okay. So, a few things we need to do. We need to empty a bunch of shulkers and then gather some stuff to help Tango. So, let's see, we're going to grab this shulker, this shulker, this shulker. The cobblestone ones we're going to leave... Oops, that was not the cobblestone one. One of these was full of cobblestone. The cobblestone one we're going to leave here, and we'll take that to Scar later. That one's full of valuables, this one. Okay, so this is 4 shulkers. That's passable for what we need to accomplish. Let's see, did I leave any up here that we... Oh boy, there's our extra TCG packs. I'm going to leave those for right now. Anton says your volume's super low, man. Is it? I mean, I can bring it up some. Is that better? Howdy y'all, Joe Hill's here, recording as I always do in Nashville, Tennessee. Do 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 dee 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 doo dum 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 doo doo doo. Okay, so we've got how many shulkers now? We've got 7 shulkers. We need to drop some of the contents of these off at Pearls on our way to go grab stuff for Decked Out. And then at Decked Out... Oh boy. What am I looking for? Swords. Shovels. 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 So are these... We need the one that's not Silk Touch for this. And I think I might have had more of those in my toolbox as well. Nope, maybe not. Maybe in this one, the gear bag. Yeah, here's the efficiency. So Fortune 3. We need all the non-Silk Touch shovels right now. Okay. Because we're going to be gathering some snow. Okay. Just as a quick reminder, I'm down here in slot 9, putting the hot in the hot bar. Tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills or YouTube Super Chat. I'll go ahead and post that link again. Okay. On our way to Jim's place. Did I leave a green box of terraforming stuff in here? I need to put this extra health back regardless. But nope, that terraforming stuff is not in here. Whatever, that's fine. Evan Lachlan tips 5, our first tip of the stream. It says, "Hello, Joe. How are you doing today?" I am doing well. That puts us 15 away from the next face camera expansion milestone. Tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat. Okay. So let's go ahead then. We've already started filling a lot of these shelves in. Okay, this one's empty up here. So that's good. So andesite and 8 more. Go up there. Granite, 20 more. I don't know if this stuff is supposed to be organized somehow, so I'm trying to avoid putting new stuff in boxes that have other things in it. But if I see a box that's empty, I'm just filling it up. Zimmer Zizzle, welcome to the stream. Okay, gonna grab these. But, hold on, how come that didn't go? Okay. Evan Netta, let's see what that is in US Abacus Beads. That is 8 US Abacus Beads, woo! Says, wasn't the first tipper today, had a blast watching your VODs of the HermitCraft live weekend. Thank you, Evan. I'm glad. It was definitely a busy weekend for me. I had a couple of day trips I needed to make. So both times I was kind of coming in shortly before the stream. That's why I wasn't able to, like, normally on a stream weekend I like to join the other hermits for their segments, but this was definitely kind of a frantic paced weekend. I definitely did not come out of that this weekend feeling rested. I got like 3 hours of sleep last night. But I took a quick nap just before this stream, so I'd have the energy that y'all deserve. Okay. So we have 7 tokens here. Has Beef refilled his TCG shop? Let's check on that real quick. Wait, what does it say? Closed for repairs. Does there anything? Do not enter closed for repairs. Huh. That's not very, like, blatant. I'm surprised that I even saw that. I would have just thrown a bunch of tokens in there. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Nobody's gonna be upset about that. These weren't my boxes, right? Okay, cool. Well, while we're in here, while it's closed for repairs, let's go ahead. This is the... Okay. I did want that shulker for later. So we're gonna go ahead and put these tokens in the slot that I was in. A creeper blew up in there. Oh. Oh, you're right. I hadn't noticed that. Yeah. Oh, wow. So, after our first tip from Evan Lachlan and our second tip from Evan Netta, a third tip has rolled in. Yet another Evan, well, it's actually the first Evan again. Evan Lachlan with another 5 says, getting tips from the Evans today. Sure am. That puts us 2 away from our first face camera expansion milestone. Tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat. Okay, that wind is really loud outside. Hopefully it's not going directly in the microphone because, wow, I can hear it. Okay, so we need to go help our pal Tango next. That is our next project. or our first project for the stream. We were just emptying these shulker boxes so we could help Tango. Okay. So, I'm gonna put this here for now, because we'll need that later. Another tip from Evan Lachlan for $2. That gets us evenly to our first face camera expansion milestone. So here we go. It's time to say, howdy y'all. Grow Hills here, expanding as I always do in Nashville, Tennessee. D-da-dee-da-dee. D-da-dee-da-dee. And then Freddy tips 22. That gets us 2 past our next face camera expansion milestone. So here we go. It's time to expand Joe. Do-do-do-do. So thank you, Freddy, who writes, happy to catch the stream again and support the arts. Hope you have a good stream. I'm feeling pretty good about this one. We have a pretty clear sense of what we need to work on. And once we do it, our friend Tango is actually providing me with supplies for my build. Yep, we're getting 45-mile-an-hour gusts out there today. But it's like 71 degrees out. It's so nice. I just gotta have the windows open and air out the apartment. Like, I can't... When it's 70 degrees out, I can't... I just... And sunny, I don't want to have the windows closed, you know? Like, if somebody starts running a chainsaw or a leaf blower outside, I'll do it. But, like, yeah, if it's just a little bit of breeze or a 45-mile-an-hour gust... Remember all those craft projects I did where I didn't glue down the paper? They've already blown all the way around the room. That's fine. That's fine. Oh, wait. I think I want to combine these into blocks first. Yeah. Ah! Did I have extra pumpkins over here? Oh! I did have extra snow blocks, at least. So that's going to save a little time. Okay, we're going to go... I have a pumpkin. Yeah, rest in peace, Pumpkin Maniac, number 12. Risps. Okay. So, let's go lay our heads down and dream upstairs, and then we'll go get some pumpkins and make a second attempt at this. Rest in pumpkins. Okay. Okay. Boy Wonder tips 5 and says, howdy Joe, how are you doing this fine day? I'm enjoying some gorgeous weather. Got the window open. Gonna walk around a little bit later. Spent most of the morning inside working on... This morning it was raining, kind of, and so it wasn't great for walking. But, yeah, so I'm gonna get outdoors some today. But yeah, this morning I spent mostly working on the newsletter. My next newsletter is coming out later today. I just... OBS, or not OBS, Discord changed something, and so it's like I thought I was almost done. I was like, all I gotta do is copy and paste this alt text from Discord of the image of the people, leaderboard. Oh, gosh. My newsletter has the leaderboards from our weekly Pinball FX3 contests in it. And apparently Discord changed how it handles alt text in the app, so you can't copy and paste it anymore. And so I have to retype this stupid list of the scores before I can put the newsletter out. It's annoying. Normally that's the sort of thing I would have Tommy do, but Tommy was working on a mod mail tutorial today. That I also need to review, and that might end up linked in the newsletter as well if it's ready. Oh, I forgot to share these. Bum, bum, bum. So I spent most of the morning working on the newsletter and taking a nap. Okay. Polaris North Star says, my power's out, but and tornadoes are south of me. Pumpkins lighting for galaxies. No, we need to make snowmen so we can harvest their snow. If you stack multiple snowmen on a space, will it go faster? Right? Like, if I like, had made a few snowmen and they all fall in here, will it be the same speed? Or will it go faster? People are saying no. Okay, that makes sense. I was gonna say, I feel like if it did, somebody on HermitCraft would have done that already. And I've never seen that done, so... If I considered automating it with pistons, how would that be faster? Here's what I will consider, is if we... Is it faster if I have 2 of these and I'm like... You can put 1 snowman inside a 2x2 fence thing and that covers 2x2. I mean, it really feels like it's kind of... We're at max speed without me moving the mouse all the time as is, I guess. It's kind of what it feels like now. Oh, that's the wrong pumpkin. Well, actually, I could have just sheared that, huh? Yeah, because, like, it's basically going as... It feels like it's going as fast as it can now. You can get nearly 3x speed if you position it correctly. You gotta push the snowman onto the edge of the 2 blocks, and then he snows 2 blocks, and you can shovel 2 blocks with accurate targeting. There's a trick you can do where you put a bunch of them in a 4x4 space, and you can harvest it quicker, or 2x2 space. Is the amount of stress it's going to cause me when I've gotten like 3.5 hours of sleep, including the nap. Is the amount of stress it's going to cause me when I'm running on no sleep going to be worth it, or should I just keep doing what I'm doing? Because I kind of, this feels like I feel like I can look at the single block one and basically click it all day. But if we start having to be like precise with stuff, that sounds like that's gonna like wreck my attitude. Kindle says, with 3.5 hours of interrupted sleep, you should do what you're doing. Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do what I'm doing. That's why you need pistons for that to work. Yeah, see, that's the thing, is like, we can just do this. Like, I can sit here one-handed, take a drink, like, ooh, a little bit of caffeine. That might come in handy. Nownbee says, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles with Quinn was cool yesterday. Yeah, we had a lot of fun. Quinn's birthday stream after my stream last night. We were playing Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, Shredder's Revenge. It was very good. Okay, so in theory, if I set up a bunch of pistons underneath this, I could also like not even worry about collecting this as much and just make all the blocks at the end. But I'm not sure like what's underneath here. We're gonna have to kill and reform the snowman at that point as well. What are we doing? We are harvesting snow. I think I do need to empty the extra stuff out of my storage. Okay, so it's 129 now. Okay, so let's go ahead and offload the surplus pumpkins, some of this other stuff into here. X for seeds, X for that. Gonna put that away. And we can make these into blocks, make these into blocks, make these into blocks, make these into blocks. Let's put the extra iron up so we don't have any surplus recipes taking up space either. We're gonna need some more tots or chops. So. Okay. Isn't clicking a recipe in the book vanilla? I don't know. What's shift clicking a recipe in the book do? It doesn't work sometimes. Like if you have other stuff on your crosshair, sometimes you need to clear it out first. That's what I had an extra thing on my crosshair. That was why I needed to do the next one manually. On my cursor. My hair is all wet. Probably got a comb. Where's the brush? I don't think I can reach it. It's like, man, I've got my hand free here. I could be getting all this personal grooming done while I shovel snow. Okay. Snow's for decked out. Tired Crow says the sound of the wind is actually really calming. I miss it. It's just the cold and calm here. Makes all the snow sparkly and cool looking. But I miss the other 3 seasons. Well, that's fair, Tired Crow. Hopefully they'll be back around again soon. Or you'll be back around again. Like if you're in Antarctica right now, I could see that being a pretty limited seasonal experience thing. So, I was maybe overly excited when I brought this many things. This many shulkers. Yeah, I could almost fish in Stardew Valley, because you can fish one-handed in Stardew Valley, and I can do this one-handed with the mouse. Necro says, any good shows that you recommend, Joe? Having trouble finding one I enjoy. HBO's The Wire is a really good exploration of systemic failures in America. Very entertaining, great characters. The Leftovers is a fantastic television show. Stars one of the guys who played Doctor Who. Gonna recommend that. Let's see, The Good Place is kind of like if The Leftovers was funny. The guy who made Brooklyn Nine-Nine was talking to the guy who made The Leftovers and was like, man, I wish I could make a show like The Leftovers. And the guy who made The Leftovers was like, oh, dude, you totally could. You're really talented. And the guy's like, what? No, all I do is funny, goofy stuff. And he's like, well, yeah, if you made my show, it would be funny and goofy. If I make my show, it's cryptic and bizarre. But like you could still do the same explore the same concepts just using your lens instead of mine. So, yeah, if you like The Leftovers, I recommend. See, this is one where I can't shift click anymore because this is full, right? So now I can shift click, but you got to have a certain amount of freedom with your. And I hate that there's not like you can't just press enter or something. You have to click back and forth here. If you want a good show about politics, I recommend The Thick of It by Armando Iannucci. He's really talented. Evan Lachlan tips too and says, have you seen The Blacklist? I have not. That puts us 11 away from the next face camera expansion milestone. Let's see. If you like Star Trek, I recommend Star Trek Lower Decks. I think it has the most heart of any of the new Star Trek series. I have watched a lot of Star Trek and read a lot of the novels, and I used to be able to say I played a lot of the video games, but they made so many video games now that I haven't played. But yeah, the Lower Decks is like, so, you know, like, I'll be watching like Strange New Worlds or Picard or Discovery, and sometimes they have an episode where I'm like, man, they really got it. They got it this time. This is a good episode. They nailed it. Okay. That's a good episode. But I'll be watching the Lower Decks, and I'll just be, like, straight up crying. I'll just be like, they're stuck on a planet, and she just wanted to help her friends, and it's like the characters on the Lower Decks, some of the show is just about them goofing off, but like there are occasionally episodes where it's like one of them tried to do something nice for the others and it just backfired in a spectacular way, and it's just like this is a show about how the power of friendship can get half a planet killed. And it's just like like, oh boy, there's a lot of consequences here. Like, yeah. I don't know. So even though the Lower Decks is normally supposed to be kind of lower stakes than a lot of Star Trek, it's like because it's more of a comedic show in general, it lets them really explore certain things, like with the character dynamics better. What's the snow for? Oh, we're making snow blocks. But it's easier to gather snowballs and turn them into blocks. Okay, so I was gonna switch over to drinking my sports drink since I had my caffeinated drink, but I actually need to take my hand off the mouse because it's got one of those child safety lids, or not child safety. It's the anti-tamper caps. Elytra durability isn't really a problem when I'm not flying anywhere. This might be a hermit helping hermits stream. I'm gathering snow to help Tango with Decked Out, but I don't know if anybody else is going to be here today. And snow blocks, snow blocks, snow blocks, snow blocks. There we go. Open up the sports drink. Did Tango finally relent and ask us for help? Kind of. He mentioned something in particular that he wanted help with on a stream, and a bunch of people told me about it, and so now we're just doing it. I did send him a warning, and I said, Tango, I heard you need this, so we're gonna do this. If there's any reason us doing this is going to inconvenience you, tell us now so we can do it the right way. If you feel bad about us helping you, I need a bunch of quartz for my, for the galaxies on my pinball back box, so you can leave me some quartz if it makes you feel better, but we're helping you either way. Tango doesn't have enough snow. I don't think some of y'all might not appreciate how huge the area around Decked Out 2 is. Okay. Do-do-do-do. Okay. So, let's see, we've been going, it's almost quarter of, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna gather snow for another 4 minutes or so, and then we'll start heading over to Decked Out and seeing how much we can get done. Because in theory, I could gather snow here for 2 hours, and we're not going to have enough snow to finish the project either way. But I don't want to sit here for 2 hours. I'm just gathering enough that we can... I'm hoping I can gather enough snow that we don't have to come back here and do this a second time. I'm trying to figure out, okay, so I can stream until an hour from now, basically, because I got to go get my kid from school. Have I gathered enough snow to place blocks for an hour? Maybe. Maybe. I kind of don't feel like it, but... So I'm trying to figure out how to pick up enough snow that will run out right when it's time to leave. If that makes any sense. Okay, that wind feels like it's going right in the microphone. Sorry about that. Horde and Alliance were the two sides in the French Revolution. And so people are saying if Tango was in the French Revolution, would his Lich King character be one of the monarchs or be one of the guillotine-happy uprisers or resistance members? I forget. I feel like there's a word for French revolutionaries. It's like, oh yeah, the Horde. That's right. We already are answering that question. Okay, so we have 15 here coming in from Jane, who says, your videos make me smile. Woo! Thank you, Jane, for the kind words and the support. That puts us 4 past our next face camera expansion milestone. So here we go. Expand Joe. Do-do-do-do. Okay, so if we need to, here's what I'm thinking. Let's just take one of the shulkers with the snow. We'll leave the rest here to fill up later. But we're also going to grab some of the pumpkins. So if we need to, we can make more of these guys on the fly. Arla says, Joe, just wanted to let you know I appreciate you. It's clear you have a generous and warm-hearted spirit. I try. Okay. Let's see. To the beacon! Oh, actually... That reminds me. I kind of need to clean up some of the snow around here. But I don't know if I can do that without accidentally mining up the ground. I need like a wooden shovel for this, so I'm not... Yeah, look at that. That's... Yeah, now I have 2 problems, right? Yeah, this is a comeback with a wooden shovel problem, I think. Dang it. But yeah, I do need to clean up the snow over by docks here. It's like if I just stay at the very edge of my cursor range. Ah. Oh, come on. Might be easier to use torches. Oh, yeah, you're probably right. At that point, though, I don't get to gather the snow to help Tango with. But, like, this is so inefficient compared to the way we were doing it before. Like, this is just dumb. Dang it. Whoops. Okay, yeah, I'm tiring of this already. This is ethically farmed snow, though. This is snow that isn't going to waste. Yeah, we'll come back through here later. Okay. Kubricki says, should I start buying Magic the Gathering cards? No. That's a terrible use of your money. If you want to support the arts, tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat. They are not a sponsor of the show, and so I will not tell you to spend your money with them. Okay. So, we're going to go to decked out realistically, as I'm thinking about this. If we stop to fix our stuff on the way, it's going to send us back to the bed we just used. Well, that's fine. Okay. So, if we're going to kill a bunch of creatures to fix our equipment, we're probably going to want to have hostile mob sounds turned off. Dynamite with a laser beam, guaranteed to blow your mind out of sight. Do-do, do-do, do-do-do, do-do-do. Go ahead and eat a pork chop real quick. Welcome, Eva. Glad you could join us. Oh, that reminds me. I didn't turn followers only chat back on. I should do that. Since I'm the only moderator today, it helps keep things tidy. Welcome, Hannah Dea Woods. Glad you could join us. Necropolis writes, if you don't farm snow with TNT, you're a sucker. Etho, probably. That does sound like something he would say. If you don't farm TNT, or if you're not farming your snow with TNT, you're a sucker. I can't do an Etho voice. It's just not my skill set. Vindicated, incorporated. I know just what to blow up with the TNT. It's all of the snow you see in front of Doc M's sandbox tree. It's a little bit tropical. It could be. Yeah, I never even really finished the back of here for the Winter Wonderland. We're gonna have to start melting the snow. I figure I'll come in with water buckets here in like the first week of March. Yeah, we're gonna work on terraforming Decked Out 2. That's the plan. Dang it. There's all these gray glasses. I was thinking like, oh boy, these boxes are gonna have like a bunch of space in them. And I could just drop a bunch of ender pearls in, but no. Dang it. There's still these chests over here. We can drop the ender pearls in here. This way if somebody comes back to world spawn, they can get some ender pearls and escape. Okay. And then away we go. Pearls are not named. Just as a quick reminder, we are 16 away from our next face camera expansion milestone. Tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat. Okay, so here we go. Gonna bring all the snow to... Wait, is Decked Out in the blue one? I feel like it's in the red one here. Okay. So we're gonna actually disconnect and reconnect for replay mod purposes. So here's the string I left last time. You can consolidate those down into one, actually, because it looks like he's... So we got an extra empty chest now. Oh, sun's getting real low. Better retreat. This is my emergency decked out work bed. I keep it far from where the other hermits kill people. Although I'm realizing I should probably move it if we're going to be trying to get a time lapse done. But yeah, I hid it in the trees back here, so people are unlikely to spawn camp me. It's not a random bed in a random tree, it's an intentional bed in a well-chosen tree. This tree was selected for reasons. Lay your head down and dream. Okay. So we're going to take that with us. We're going to go back over here. And let's see where we need So that part's probably going to need some snow, but I think realistically... Ooh, what's this over here? Is this... Tough... Seeds... Okay. I think most of what Tango needs is going to be over here. Oh, yeah. So he's... Oh, this is... That's a pretty cool waterfall thing he's working on there. So... I think if we come out this way, though, and just start working on this side, we'll be far enough out of his way. Actually, see, these ones over here, he started to kind of fill in, now that I'm looking at it. I guess to some degree, the question is, did he leave this part open here because he wanted to put... Oh, unclear. Okay, so we're going to put our bed here, along with some torches. Okay, so we're going to disconnect and reconnect for replay mod purposes. When you are trying to make a time-lapse in replay mod, it's a lot easier if you haven't jumped through 4 dimensions first, and, well, that's what we just did. So we don't want that in the same replay file. Okay. So let's temporarily turn this off and put this box down with a bunch of snow. Okay. Shouldn't need all of these shovels. Totem in our offhand. Okay. Tango Tech's decked out is looking fantastic up there, but there's still a little bit of work to be done down here. Tango has asked the other hermits to chip in with some snow and kind of round this out a little bit. And I think that's one fantastic way that we can say thanks to Tango for putting all this effort into building something so majestic. Now, the thing is, Tango doesn't always do a great job of asking for help. So sometimes it's easier to get him to agree to something if you need something too. He'd prefer to barter, right? So even though I could have gone to the Nether and asked for some quartz from the ground, I said, Tango, I need some blocks of quartz for the sides of my pinball machine back box to make some of the galaxies. And he's like, oh yeah, right man, I'll leave it by decked out there. Fantastic. Thank you so much, Tango. Oh boy, this whole thing looks so great. Oh boy. But we're going to make it look even a little bit better by rounding it out over here. Let's get to work. So I'm going to hit stop recording. Okay. So, let's see. So I'm assuming he generally wants to kind of keep this kind of going. Let's kind of figure out how to round this around here. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to kind of arc this around to there. Kind of like so. Okay. So then, from there, now that we've got that rough arc, We're going to kind of continue it up this way. Okay. So, does anybody know, was there like a reason that he didn't finish this one part here? I'm guessing that he just didn't get to it. He ran out of snow, is what I think happened. So, like, is he intentionally building a cave here? Maybe. Like, he has that cool waterfall on the other side. So, I think I'm going to leave this part open, because I'm not 100% sure what he's intending there. But leave some pockets of snow here and there, too. He was doing some stuff with tuff, I noticed on the other side. See, he's got, like, some of this snow and tuff here. So I wasn't sure if he was going to do, like, a rock slide there, maybe. So we'll, maybe leave this part here. And then just start coming out. He usually likes to cover stuff like this. I'm really starting to think I don't have enough snow blocks for this, though. Yep, we're doing a little bit of helping Tango with the snow biome here. Yeah, the plan is to get the snow in first and then texture it later. That makes sense. Yeah, it feels like you could do something cool with that cave hole, so I suspect he might have left it on purpose. How do I farm snow? Patiently. You get a snowman, and then you hit it with a shovel. And then when it dies, you get a new snowman. And then you hit the ground beneath the new snowman with a shovel. That was my method earlier. Yeah, basically I've got one inventory worth of snow right now. And when that's gone, we're out. So dang it, my body. I don't wanna come aflame in a video game. It's not how I wanna go. Don't want that to be the end of Joe. No way. Wait, I am not being optimal with this at all. Did someone build a TNT snow farm? Is there a way to do that, actually? Oh, I didn't know that. Just come have like a snow farm for Decked Out, maybe. I don't know. Or for Total Chaos. That wouldn't surprise me, because he did use a lot of snow for that. Now I'm wishing I had brought my Silk Touch shovels. I left the Silk Touch shovels at home, because you can't use those on the snowman feet things. To get the snowballs. Snowmen will, like, the snow from snowmen will melt if you have light sources and stuff. Most of Cubs is powdered snow. Oh, you're right. Didn't he build that huge powdered snow thing? Yeah, with cauldrons. Was that this season? The Snow Dome. I remember the Snow Dome. But, like, yeah, was that this season or last season? Maybe it was this season. People are saying it was less. Yeah, that's what I thought. Howdy, X. Got any extra snow you wanna place near decked out? I'm gonna hop into the open streaming group in case he wants to hop in too. He will have that option. No probolo. Have fun. Okay. Yeah, so we're not going to have this whole trench here, but we will do this little rise and that. A nice little depression here. Don't worry, it's treated. With snow! Coyote Lovely tipping 20. Thank you so much. Or should I say thank you so much? Yeah, look at me. It's almost like I'm funny. Who says, swinging in with a hello and some gratitude for a chill stream on a Monday afternoon. Well, thank you, Coyote Lovely. We were 16 away from the next phase camera expansion milestone. Now we are 4 past. So here we go. It's time to expand Joe. Do. And we are going to mention that tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat. So, cool. Thank you again to Coyote Lovely. Did any of the Empire's people abandon snow in the chests in the donut? That's a great question, Alex. That might be a good place to go get some snow. I'm not sure. we'll have to check that out if we run out of snow. Because, yeah, we're down to 4 stacks. This stuff is going fast. And this amount of snow took me about 40 minutes to generate, maybe 30. And then I've been placing it for like less than 10. So like the rate of return on gathering snow from snowmen there is not great. This is for Tango's decked out too. He's got this awesome castle built and wanted some help from the Hermit's terraforming. So I am doing what little I can. And it is what littler than I expected. Because I really thought the snow would go further. Boy. We're down to 2 stacks and change here. So let's try and get the most bang for our buck. The thing with just releasing snow golems is they're not going to destroy the ferns. Also, if we add lights and stuff, the snow's just going to melt. Or if somebody dumps a bucket of water. You really, if you're doing a serious terraforming project with snow, you really want to use actual snow blocks when you can. You're going to get a better end result. And that's all of it. Let's go ahead and see what that looks like. I mean, it's better than it was. But, yeah. We did bring the carved pumpkin golems. Or we did bring extra carved pumpkins so we could make an in-situ emergency pumpkin generator or snow generator. But somebody pointed out there might be extra snow over near the Empires area in the donut. And I think that checking there is going to be worthwhile. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to disconnect and reconnect for replay mod purposes. And then we're going to go check to see if we can get some leftover snow from the... let's see. Season 9. From the other area. Yep. So this is Tango's decked out area. It's beautiful. It's awesome. It just needs a little bit more snow. So we're helping where we can. Did y'all see Ollie's latest episode? If you missed the crossover, Ollie has some good little moments in his latest episode. Ollie does more with the tilt in replay mod than anyone else I've ever seen. Let's see, where is the best way to get to the donut? Maybe here. Ollie Orion sound. Why am I not going through this portal? Is there a glitch? Think I can estimate how much snow I need? All that I can grab. Oh boy. Well, that was fun. Thanks, the server. Is my VPN messed up or something? And which side of the portal am I on? Okay. There's got to be a bed somewhere in here. Of course not. There is some snow. There a bed here? Of course not. Wow, that's a lot of pearlescent fragments. A lot of ice. No beds. Bizarre. Okay, well... I guess I can go to the... There's a... We can go all the way back to my house of horrors. Dun, 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 dun. Oh boy, there's a lot of mobs directly outside my house of horrors. Let's maybe go to the TCG shop. That's at least kind of better lit. Although there was a creeper in there the other day, so now I'm actually worried. Where is the TCG shop? There's just straight up a skeleton right here. The streets are not safe. I checked 2 houses and neither of them had beds. That's not the appropriate amount of beds. Okay, we also need to grab rockets. Apparently there's a cat in here now. I see why. It's the creeper before. Impulse usually sleeps in B-Dubs' tower. No, nobody sells snow. That's why we're going to check if there's a bunch left over here. I was looking for beds so that I could look for snow, because it's not safe to be over here if stuff's going to be blowing up everywhere. Right. So I need daytime. Robbing the Empire's people blind. I wonder what that line is there. Well, that's cool. Here we go. Maybe we're gonna have to remember this for future HHHs when we need a stupid amount of stone. Cobble. Snowballs. This is maybe not the shortcut I was hoping it would be, but, you know, on the off chance that we just find a double chest full of snow somewhere, that's going to save me 55, 60 minutes of gathering. So, and this is kind of more fun than just looking up. More snow blocks. Rifling through other people's stuff is more fun than, you know, shoveling the ground for a while. Snow cave behind Sausage's house thing, maybe. Okay, we can check that next. Ollie! This is just Ollie's house! Oh my gosh! Oh no, this is Joel's house. Oh, okay. Okay. Like, it was like 30 diamonds worth of totems. Well, we'll remember that when we run low on totems next time. Joel does not like interiors. Yeah. Okay, because Ollie had showed me that he left Mandy Main on top of that house, so I assumed that was Ollie's house. This is a piano. Oh, I see it. Okay. Ollie things that Ollie took legally. Wait. Nope, that was court slabs. Snow blocks. Snow. Don't know what I expected. Wow. Can you combine these, like, flat snows to make snow blocks? Or no, it doesn't look like it. So I'm gonna leave those. White concrete powder, white concrete powder. Wow, that's a lot of white concrete powder. We have cups. That's cute. You can pile them up in place. That's not really optimal, though. Wonder if anybody still pays for the Guppy Geyser. We'll have to come back to that. Ooh. Rest in peace, Guppy Geyser. You'll be missed. Oh, that's what all the pearlescent frog lights are for, is for that strand. Okay, so some people said maybe check back behind here by the cave entrance to see. Because we had left some terraforming blocks in here initially, but I'm pretty sure that those all got cleaned out. The Guppy Geyser got patched. So basically the only way to make it work is with a bunch of dispensers with tropical fish in them, which is like a whole thing to gather. Oh, there was a bed up here, dang it. Okay, so far we have gotten 1.5 stacks of snow from this method. Which is not exactly a great return on investment. But I am having way more fun than staring at the ground with a shovel. Ollie was also here. I guess he was. Let me double check. I think we've looked in every building in here now. But let me double check that, ooh, wait, here's a chest. Snow blocks, woo! Let me double check that I didn't have any extra snow blocks from... I think I already gave away my snow blocks to this terraforming project, which is one of the reasons I don't feel too bad about stealing some of them back. But let's double check at my base. Oh, also, let's bring the light gray shulker box of quartz back before we forget. Oh my gosh, it is so beautiful out today. Oh, stretching out. What are the Empire's people going to do? Open the rift and yell at you for taking their snow? Well, like I said, I think that I dropped off a lot of that snow in the first place. I brought by the blue ice, and I think I brought by a lot of the snow, too. So, it's not like it's like, oh man, just grabbing everything. Yeah, see? I still had some extra blue ice, but did I have any snow left over? Yeah, no, I emptied it out, basically. But, okay. So, these 2.5 stacks of, that's not going to go very far. I think. Well, let's dump this, random nonsense. Cobble. Okay. Potions, or mushrooms we can put here temporarily, I guess. Yeah, what do we got here? Yeah, 2 stacks of snow to show for this whole trip. We could place 2 stacks of snow in literally minutes. Check Pearl's trash shop for snow. I have put... Scar just removed all the snow from Scarland. I don't have permission to take his snow. So, we're going to go ahead and just run back to my little area for a minute. Yeah, and let's see if we can quickly grab some more. We'll put the string for Tango box down here. Snow! No, I'm just gonna chill. This is nice. It's like when you, need to use NPM for something, and it's just like, well, this is just gonna run for a few minutes. I can just relax. I do need to stretch out this other arm, though, while I'm clicking. I guess I can hold down the mouse with this button and then stretch this arm, too. Oh, no. It's harder to use the mouse with that arm. Yeah, it's getting dark outside. Skeletons will start shooting at us. Yeah, that got us 3/4 of a stack. Just chilling and stretching. Do some shoulder exercises. Working on the shoulders. I'm missing those things. I guess there's a function mouse click button on here. What is that? That's function Z. Wow, that's really hard to reach. I think the normal mouse is faster. Any trading card games? Just Hermit trading card game. Hey, did they announce anything for Pokemon Day today? Is that a thing? Did they announce if the Pokemon TCG was coming out on the Nintendo Switch? To, like, did they have a date? Because that was one of those things that, like, originally they said coming soon. Yeah, Zaventh, that's a complicated situation with the pistons and stuff. So basically, I'm running on 3.5 hours of sleep. And so the question, when people proposed that earlier, I asked, like, is that something I can do if I can't follow basic instructions? And everybody's like, no, you have to have pixel perfect alignment and do all this stuff. So basically, I'm too tired to do that setup. So I would have to cancel the stream, take a nap, and then do it. And I had already started streaming, so I kind of decided, like, maybe I'll just keep doing this the way that I have to click one button. Oh, stretching out. Oh, there's Pokemon Scarlet and Violet DLC this fall? Well, that's cool. Yeah, I haven't played Scarlet or Violet yet. I kind of missed my chance over the fall. Because, like, I heard it was buggy, and I was behind on my other work, so I was like, well, probably will skip it until, like... If there's gonna be, like, a bunch of, like, excitement about it when the DLC comes out, maybe I'll pick it up then. I can just pick up the mouse and hold it while stretching. No, because when I pick up the mouse, it's gonna shift it. See, like, just trying to pick up the mouse without moving it, I can't get it straight up because of the way the weight rests on it. Maybe switch key bindings. Yeah, that's a good question. Okay. Like, if we put a bunch of these down here, right? How long would it take to fill all of these using the shovel if we reassign controls, keybinds, attack, destroy, Q. Done. So I'm going to start a timer. We're going to see how long it takes to fill the whole thing across. Ooh, big wind coming in. Hey, before we start that timer, though, we just got some tips rolling in. Whoa, what did I knock over? That was my sports drink, but that had a lid on it, so that's fine. We got 5 from Glenn. That puts us 11 away from the next face camera expansion. And then 10 from Jerome. That puts us $1 away from the entrance of the Joust. So here we go. Posting that link. And then I'm going to select that, and I'm going to hit stopwatch, start, and... This does not feel faster. Evan Lachlan, thank you for the 2. That's going to get us to the next face camera expansion milestone. We're going to go ahead and see how long this takes to get to 16 all the way across, and then we will go ahead and get that on the board here. Okay, so that was 30 seconds. Evan Lachlan says, recently found a cent from 1882. That's pretty cool. That gets us $1 past our next face camera expansion milestone. Y'all have seen that money go straight to my head with each face camera expansion milestone we hit, but now, like Jacob Marley, these chains I forged in life are about to begin pulling me down to the deep below. Enter the Joust. Bum, 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 bum. Lowering the opacity now to 90%. At this point, each additional face camera expansion will be accompanied by a corresponding drop in opacity. We are 19 away from that next expansion. So let's go ahead and turn a bunch of these into blocks. And then go across here. And let's see if we remap that back to the mouse, if that's faster. So that was 30.6 seconds last time. And here we go. Oh, dang it. No, hold on. That did not reset the stopwatch. Hold on. Okay, here we go. Was I a theater kid? Nope, my dad owned a warehouse. I was a warehouse kid. Well, he leased a warehouse. He didn't own it. $27.97 seconds. So not a huge advantage, but 3 seconds every minute. Or no, 6 seconds every minute would be... That's 10% faster with the mouse. Okay. So, here we go. That is going to put... Or we just got another tip rolling in for 10 from Samuel. Thank you, Samuel. That puts us 9 away from the next Face Gamer expansion milestone. Tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat. So, okay. I think that the mouse button's just better for what we're doing here. So, we'll just keep gathering it with that. And we're going to stop the stopwatch because we don't really need it now. Luke Chris Walker says, I suspect that'll vary some with server lag. I mean, that's possible. So, if we're gathering 8 stacks of 16 snow every 30 seconds, roughly. So 16 snow times 4 makes 16 of those. So basically, we're making 1 full stack of snow blocks every minute. Is what I'm. Yeah. I think we're making 1 stack of snow blocks per minute. So if we needed to fill a shulker, we'd be here for 27 minutes, roughly. Not sure I love that. So yeah, getting that faster piston setup people were talking about would be better in the long term. Welcome, Nymph. This is indeed a bonus Joe stream. Glad you could join us this afternoon. I'm going to be streaming for another 10 minutes or so, and then I got to go get my kid from school. So if you enjoy me streaming at this time of day, one of the best ways to let me know is to send in tips. This is a viewer-supported stream. I don't make money from ad revenue. I am a single parent, and it is really helpful that y'all let me do this instead of like having to go back to making websites at my old day job. So I appreciate y'all so much. We got another tip rolling in here for 10 from Luca, who says, good evening and thanks to one of my favorite hermits. Watching your show always puts a smile on my face. Well, thank you, Luca. That puts us 1 past our next Face Gamer expansion milestone. So here we go. Expand Joe. Do. And we're going to lower the Joe pasty now to 80%. We are 19 away from the next one. Miguel Anguil says, any websites we may know about? Let's see. I don't... with the non-disclosure agreements, I can't talk about some of them. But a lot of them are for local Tennessee-owned businesses. But just because something is owned or headquartered in Tennessee doesn't mean it's not, like, national. But believe me, I would rather be doing this! Do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do. School pickup reminder. Thank you, cell phone. I'm gonna go home and get my kids soon. Okay. Do-do-do. Mini Cheese Mouse says, how go the UK trip plans? Pretty well. Like, in that, like, I mean, I have the airfare purchased, and I have a hotel room, but, like, basically everything else is just completely up in the air. But, like, a lot of it is, like, I'm really there to meet my fiance's family and friends, more than to do particular stuff otherwise. Like, so, basically, we'll see what ends up working with their schedules. Stitch says, are you meeting other hermits another time? Maybe? That's not really, like I said, a priority in terms of, like... Because, like, my fiance has come to America multiple times and met my family and friends, and so... and also, like, a lot of the hermits from the UK, I've met before, whereas, like, I've never met my fiance's parents, right? So, because a lot of the hermits from the UK who would actually want to hang out go to conventions and stuff. And so, we're kind of, like, at this point, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But, like, realistically, I'm only going to be there for, like, 4 days. And so, like, this is... gonna be kind of a pretty laser-focused trip on meeting her people, and you know, whatever else we can fit in, we'll fit in, but yeah, we'll see how it goes. Did I decide if I'm gonna do any activities? I mean, I would love to, but, like, I really don't know what's gonna fit and what's not gonna fit in the schedule. So... And, like, even if I was gonna meet up with the hermits, I couldn't talk about it here. Like, the hermits... Well, for one thing, the hermits never plan anything more than 2 days in advance. So I kind of let them know, like, guys, I'm going to be in the UK around these dates. And they're like, oh, okay, cool, maybe we'll see you there. Just like, yeah, that's about it. Like, nobody knows what they're doing a week out. Like, so it's going to be one of those things where, like, I'll probably be like, hey, we just got done hanging out with my fiance's family and we're going to this pub. Does anybody live nearby who wants to pop over? Like, it'll be that sort of thing. Like... We're not going to be like, oh, we're going to spend a day going to Six Flags over Croydon or something. Come hang out. I'm not going to be recording while I'm there, no. It's not a working trip. I'm not getting a working visa. Would I rather stay living in the US or move to the UK? I would rather live in the UK. Well, actually, I'd rather live in Europe, which the UK kind of left. So if Scotland becomes part of Europe again by leaving the UK, that would be my first choice. But I can't leave the United States anytime until my kid goes to college because of the custody agreement. It would be very challenging. Basically, unless her mother also decided that she wanted to live in Europe, which is possible, but not necessarily likely. It would be very hard for... Ferroterrier says, are you not allowed to record there if you don't have a working visa? Well, I'm not allowed to work there, so if I'm, like, uploading it to, like, a commercial YouTube channel, that's arguably work. And it's generating evidence and publishing evidence of violating the terms of my visa. So, you know, what do I always tell you about evidence? Don't generate any. Like, if I'm going to go over there and pal around, I can, like, get a few photos, or, you know, my fiance has a nice DSLR. If she wants to make a cute video of us hanging out on, like, London Bridge or something, we can do that. But, like, that wouldn't be, like, for my YouTube channel. That would just be like, look, we're on a bridge, woo! Right? But, like, I never have an opportunity to tell people that I'm not working, because I'm constantly working. So, I am very much looking forward to being able to just be like, look, nope, I am off the clock. I legally cannot work. I am not going to be looking at... I'm not going to have access to my email. You email me during that time, you're going to get a message saying, I can't read my email till I get back in the States in a week, you know? So... Like, the working visa isn't that expensive. Like, if I was going to London for the whole summer, like, my daughter goes to her mom's house for a few weeks every summer. And if I dropped her off with her mom and then I went to London for the summer, it would be worth me getting a working visa. But the problem is there's nowhere I could really stay that I wouldn't end up spending a ton of money on, because my fiance lives with family and doesn't have space there for me. And I don't know that anybody else I know in the UK would be fine with me crashing at their place for a month and a half or something, right? So, I mean, if my channel was suddenly drastically more profitable, you know, because right now this is one of those, like, some months I break even, some months I don't. So, yeah. On the whole, this is a barely money-losing venture. So, yeah, it's hard for me to be like, let me rent a place in England for a month and a half on top of my other expenses. But yeah. That reminds me, I need to pay my stupid end-of-month health insurance bill, which went up by like $150 for no reason. Stupid health insurance. Being an American business owner is, like, the worst. They're like, America, it's where business gets done. And I'm like, yeah, if you're a giant corporation, if you're one guy paying for health insurance for his family, you're screwed. But yeah. Oh, that's my definitely wrap up the stream and go pick up my kid alarm. I don't know if you heard that little school bell coming from my tinny speaker. But thank y'all so much for hanging out. This was a fantastic stream. I'm going to be streaming again at 8:30 p.m. tonight, U.S. Central Time, which is about 5 hours and 45 minutes from now. Almost 6 hours. Let's just say 6 hours from now. If you come by, I'll be streaming. I had hoped to get some of the snow over there to do another pass, but time got away from me. Okay, so let me see over here what's going on. Man, that wind is loud. Loud wind. You know who's streaming? Yergy! Yergy's almost never streaming when I end a stream. Yergy is playing Kirby's Return to Dreamland Deluxe. Yergy is a fantastic person. Helps me with my community. Runs the Vanillish server for my Patreon. And I've gotten to hang out with Yergy a couple times at PlayOnCon. Always a fun person. Yergy is one of the biggest Kirby fans I know, and there's a new Kirby game out, so I can't imagine anybody better to send y'all to. I am so hype about this. Normally, I never get to raid Yergy. This is fantastic. Anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and hit raid now. Our raid message is, howdy y'all, Joe Hills raid here. Anyway, until next time, y'all, this has been Joe Hills from Nashville, Tennessee. Keep adventuring.